Do 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 do. Oh, hey y'all! Welcome to the farm. How y'all been? Yeah, this is Poe Top, and I'm out here preparing for the Great Reset. You know, that the World Economic Forum, that old Klaus Schwab, the dirty, rotten, evil rascal that is planning your future. You know, and it all tied into the corona, and all the people died in the streets and all, the flu, the corona flu. What's that? You don't believe in no Great Reset? You don't believe that there's a conspiracy against all of us? Do you read the Bible? Do you not understand the Bible? The Bible even tells you it's a conspiracy against us and against the Lord Jesus Christ and all of us. They hate human beings. Oh, dirty, rotten, and Satanists, and that's why you got pedophiles and all that running your government, don't you know? That's why you gotta go vote. You gotta go vote for the less pedophiles, fires, the fella. So now you got the tangerine man and you got the sniffer man. You know, the old Joe, what's his name? Joe Biden or something. He been a pedophile for a long time. Everybody knows that. All this Hunter Biden and all, well, hell yeah, they crooks. Just like Donald Trump's crook, just like Judy Rudiani, or whatever the hell his name is, just like that Ralph Nordstrom out there in California, and just like Henry, the disaster McMaster from here in Slaveland, South Carolina. They all sickos. They all following this here greater good bullshit and the sustainable development. You know what sustainable means? That means get rid of more and more and more people. Just like the Georgia Guidestones say, 500 million. You know how many people you gotta get rid of? That's a great big number. I'm gonna tell y'all something. That is one hell of a number. And y'all don't think that they planned this? Y'all don't think they planned the corona and all? Well, today we're gonna look at, I got something at the house I'm gonna show y'all. It's called the Wheel of Evil. And it's right there from the World Economic Forum and old Klaus Schwab, who wrote the book, The Great Reset. How they're using the corona to change the world, to make it more sustainable and equal. Yeah, equally poor and a whole lot less of us. That's what they're after. And it includes all kind of stuff like, the media and the transportation and just redesigning the whole world. You know why? Because they want a communist utopia where they have very few people and the robots build stuff and raise the cows for them and everything, and the antelope and the deer got plenty of places to play because you and I are gone and all our kids are gone. Yeah, that's what it is. So y'all put on your seatbelts, get your duct tape around your damn head so it don't explode, and kick back with Poke.
Now is the historical moment, the time, not only to fight severe virus, but to shape the system.
We have a unique but rapidly shrinking window of opportunity to learn lessons and reset ourselves on a more sustainable path. It is an opportunity we have never had before and may never have again. So we must use all the levers we have at our disposal, knowing that each and every one of us has a vital role to play.
Now is the time to think what history would say about this crisis. And now is the time for all of us to define our own role. What is it that would make it so that history would look at this crisis as the great opportunity for reset?
The Great Reset is a welcome recognition that this human tragedy must be a wake-up call. It is imperative that we reimagine, rebuild, redesign, reinvigorate, and rebalance our world. Rebalancing investment, harnessing science and technology, and advancing the transition to net zero emissions, all elements of the Great Reset, are fundamental to building the future we need.
We will now start a quite high number of task forces to look at all the different issues, and we will present all those ideas to the people assembled in Davos. But at the same time, we will make Davos very different, very open, to ensure that we do not fall back to old recipes, but that we really look at forward-oriented solutions. We have to live up to the expectations which we have created, and we will do so.
So who is this Klaus Schwab in the World Economic Forum? Well, this is an article from the Off Guardian, Klaus Schwab and his great fascist reset. Well, it's from the World Economic Forum, and look who this guy is. He was born in Ravensburg in 1938. Schwab is a child of Adolf Hitler's Germany, a police state regime built on fear and violence, on brainwashing and control, and propaganda and lies, on industrialism and eugenics, on dehumanization and disinfection, on a chilling and grandiose vision of the New World Order that would last 1,000 years. In other words, he was raised up in that crazy old Nazism. But Schwab is, of course, not a Nazi in the classic sense, being neither a nationalist or an anti-Semite, as testified by the Dan David Award awarded by the Israelis in 2004. But 21st century fascism has a different political forms through which continue its core project of reshaping humanity to suit capitalism through blatantly authoritarian means, y'all. This new fascism today is in the guise of global governance, biosecurity, and the new normal, and the New Deal for nature, and the fourth industrial revolution. So Schwab, he's about 85, 90 years old. He's an old guy. He's the executive chairman of the World Economic Forum and sits at the center of this matrix like a spider on a giant web. The original fascist project in Italy and Germany was all about the merger of state and business. That's where you get these here public-private partnerships and all that kind of stuff. So it goes on while communism envisions all this business, to take over everything. It has all to protect and advance the interests of the wealthy elite. And we've seen this the whole time of this corona thing. All the billionaires getting more richer and us going up, we can't even go to work. So that's who Klaus Schwab is. Now he runs the economic forums. World Economic Forum. So out of the World Economic Forum comes this here. Strategic intelligence, global issue, COVID-19, the World Economic Forum. Remember old Klaus Schwab now? And everybody thinks that these people ain't planning all this stuff together and everything. This here is the wheel of evil. This shows you exactly what them crazy people have already got planned for us. Now, certainly this thing didn't come out of nowhere. It wasn't invented right before after the coronavirus showed up last September. There ain't no way. What is this wheel of evil? Well, they call it a transformation map. That's from the World Economics Forum right there. And the Klaus Schwab. Look at it. You can get it on your iPad and your smartphone. Let's go down here. Oh, there's a picture of it. Let's go down here and see what they say it is.
How are migration, climate change, and education connected? How will the fourth industrial revolution, social innovation, and aging populations affect the future role of government? In an increasingly complex world, these connections can be hard to see, yet a systemic understanding of global issues is essential to today's leaders. As a global platform for multi-stakeholder cooperation, the World Economic Forum has developed a framework to analyze the interconnections among diverse topics, illustrating how developments in one area can impact others. By drawing on the collective intelligence of the forum's networks, transformation maps explain the factors driving change across industries, economies, and global issues. For example, by disrupting every aspect of technology, the fourth industrial revolution will have a profound impact on governance and affect the scale and character of conflict. Both will test the role of government, which will also have to take into account the challenges posed by aging populations in advanced economies. Transformation maps cover more than 120 topics. Each topic is defined by its key issues, the most strategic trends shaping that topic. And because we're not looking at topics in isolation, but at systems in transformation, we highlight how issues depicted in other maps exert influence. The content is continuously updated by leading experts in the forum's extensive network. It is supplemented by a machine-curated feed of the latest research and analysis from leading universities and research institutions. And it is enhanced using technologies from fields such as machine learning, artificial intelligence, and advanced network analytics. In an increasingly complex and interconnected world, transformation maps provide a unique contextual briefing to support more informed decision-making.
But as you look around here, it says COVID-19's impact on financial markets, the media during the role of COVID, response and recovery to the coronavirus, avoiding coronavirus-19 infection and spread, and vaccines. It's got just one after the other, and you click on one of these, and you see it says COVID-19, but then we go down to this one, and it loads, and it's called innovation. And then around this, innovation for social benefit, government innovation, global governance. Let's go down that rabbit hole. So we go to global governance, anti-globalism. Ooh, those people is conspiracy theorists. Oh, they ain't no globalism. Oh, we don't want that. Deepening interdependence. That means, making everybody dependent on the global government. Transactional actors, institutional, rising multipolarity. They get under all kind of deep doo-doo around here. Look at the taxation. Oh, let's go down the taxation rabbit hole. And this is layer and layer and layer after everything. Look, they're even gonna tax your forest and your cities and water and global governance again and illicit economy. Oh, that's the economy that they can't tax and everything, y'all. That's what they're talking about. And look, we can go down a whole nother layer. Down a rabbit hole, and y'all say this ain't planned? Y'all crazy. This is a whole reset. They're gonna do a complete reset of all the societies. Look at that cybercrime, corruption, and impunity. Well, we know they got corruption. They corruption all over the place. Look at all the Bidens and the Trumps and all that kind of business. They all like that. But they're going to do away with it. We don't want corruption against all the people's in charge. And impunity, they got impunity. Yeah, they ain't even responsible for nothing. How many layers deep y'all want to go? Justice and law, they do. It's everything. It's everything, y'all. You want to go back some more? Well, there's one, there's two, there's three, there's four, there's five, and we get all the way back to the right. That was only 5 layers deep. Let's go to the vaccine thing. Oh, I don't know if that's the vaccine. Oh, is that the vaccine? Oh, let's see. They got so much stuff. Infrastructure. Let's go back there. Yeah. There we go. Let's see what this rabbit hole is. Innovation back to, innovation for social benefit. Oh, let's go back to the original. There we go. And we go to the vaccine again. And we go over here and we see what that says. And you just go out human rights. Inequality and human rights. They want everybody poor except them. Human rights framework, human rights and civil society. See, they got all this planned, and y'all think that y'all think this is just all coinkydinkies? There ain't no coinkydinkies. It's the wheel of evil. Pick your evil and go in the rabbit hole. And we gonna leave a link there at the bottom for you guys, and you just go in there and find out for yourself what your future is gonna look like. Now, if y'all don't believe any of this here stuff, well, you're gonna be out of luck. If you think food's just gonna be on the grocery store shelves and it's not, and toilet paper gonna be there and everything else, and the prices ain't going up because the Federal Reserve is printing all this damn money out of hand over fist and giving it to the banks and the big corporations. But I digress. If y'all don't believe all this and you ain't out here getting ready, because we at the farm getting ready for this great reset that they already telling you that it's gonna happen. It's coming. It's coming, it's coming, it's coming. And if you ain't getting ready, you're gonna be lost. And I hate it for you, I really do. So why don't you do your own homework? You know, a little clicking on the computer. Don't use Google unless you're just too dumb not to do anything else. Get on Brave, get on DuckDuckGo, get on some other search engine, at least one, maybe two, and start to figure out some of this stuff. Find out about vaccines and the way they doing it and the vaccine trials. Look out. Dale Bigtree and the Highwire, they ain't on YouTube no more because they was speaking too much truth. But if you go to Bitchute Library, and there's several other ones, and look up the Highwire with Dale Bigtree, that boy knows his stuff. He got a whole team of people just helping him, and just every damn week he comes out with something else, telling you that they lying to you, and in the end they're gonna kill y'all. There's all kinds of them out there. James Corbett, the Corbett Report.com. That fella right yonder does his homework, and then in his show notes, you look in his show notes, go clicking and clicking, you'll be in there a couple hours or sometimes. He documents everything, and they don't like him neither. There's a bunch of them out there. It ain't just pork chop, and it ain't just a little minor doctor here or there. They're speaking out everywhere, and they shut us down. They're shutting down everybody. And you know why? Because if y'all understand what we understand and what we trying to show you, if y'all understand that, these people would be out of business. They'd be out of business, they'd be thrown out, they'd be run out of town on a rail car after they'd been tarred and feathered, and then they'd probably get to the next town and get hung. That's what would happen to them. So they don't want you to hear none of this stuff, and the choice is yours. Don't listen. Don't listen. And then when they come for you, don't call Pork Chop, because Pork Chop be off the grid, out at the farm, already prepared, sitting there waiting for the dumbasses to come get him. And because y'all ain't standing up and everything else, guess what? Pork Chop ain't gonna have a chance. That's why Pork Chop's trying to wake you up. Don't you understand? I want to know what happened. Where are all the doctors speaking out? I know they tied up with the insurance companies and the big conglomerate hospitals and the W-2 little employees, and if they start speaking up, they'll get fired. But hell, you're gonna kill all these people and everything. Is money that important to you?
Who are the most important people? Like we're seeing millions standing up in Germany, just the masses. We're seeing protests all over this country, really. There was a great protest we were at in Austin, a great event. Is that more important than seeing, do we need doctors to step up and really speak out, scientists, politicians themselves? Who do you think are like the linchpin to change, to getting back to free speech? Who really is your message for right now?
Yeah, it is really and truly for the American people. I don't think the answer can come from a class of people like doctors. It's very scary, I think, for doctors to buck the system at all. They have their own employment, their own lives, their own professional. You have to understand, the governor threatened me if I prescribed hydroxychloroquine. It wasn't just my hospital. That's what's happening to doctors all over the country. The answer must come from the American people. And they have to do this, we have to organize as much as possible. It's quite difficult because they censor us online, and that's mostly how we congregate. You've got to go out into the streets, you've got to find allies. You have to rebel against rules that conflict with the Constitution. We have inalienable rights. There is no law that says you have to cover your face. We don't live in a country that has required any type of clothing. We live in a country you can be practically naked walking in the streets. And all of a sudden people are complying with something because an executive, one governor has said so. People need to rebel to the extent they can. I'm realistic. If you have to go on a plane like I do put the mask on. I must comply in that sense. Yeah. Short of that, you must not comply with things that violate what you know to be unconstitutional.
What about all these here teachers? They're supposed to be learning all this stuff to the youngins and everything, but they don't even do their own damn homework either. We're all the teachers. Here in South Carolina, I ain't heard a single teacher speak up and say, hey, these masks are terrible for them youngins, quit. We are they. I ain't heard a single doctor say, oh, I ain't doing this masking thing, that's crazy, and we ain't sure about viruses, and this vaccine is gonna screw everything up, and it ain't never been proven that it works, and they ain't done coke proselytes and all that. We are they. We are these people. What are you so damn dumbed down or so bought and paid for because you work for the state or an insurance company or a private hospital or some kind of crap that you won't speak up? Or you like those, or you like them damn Nazis? First they came for me and they came for them and them and them and I didn't say nothing. And then they came for me and there wasn't nobody else. Is that what it is? I think that might be what it is, y'all. Y'all need to wake up. We're trying to wake you up. Because if you don't wake up, we're all gone. If we don't hang together, we're gonna all hang separately. Oh, Benjamin Franklin said some pretty good stuff. Where are y'all? This is about freedom and liberty. They've been lying to you. They've been lying to you the whole time, and now you're gonna believe them just because they say, oh, it's a virus. Come on, people, wake up. There's evidence all over the place that the masks don't work. There's evidence all over the place that the PCR test wasn't designed to do this. They're getting false positives everywhere. You know they lie about the numbers. But you know they're lying, but you're still doing the stupid shit. Why? Because of the anti-Fauci and the blinky. Are you doing it because you're a talking head on Fox News or PMS NBC? What the hell are you doing? Great goodness. You just don't know anymore. People could go on crazy. That's why I gotta wear a tinfoil hat. Keep y'all stupid brainwaves going in the mind, because y'all are infectious. Y'all got the virus. It's called the information virus. Don't you know? You think you're gonna get sick? You're already sick if you believe that the virus and the mask and all that kind of crap is anything except for a psychological operation against you. Wake up, wake up. Wake up, little kids. Wake up, boys and girls. You know something very, very interesting I just kind of found? Right here is from DHEC, the South Carolina DHEC, Department of Health and Environmental Control and all that. Now this here is the influenza page. And I want y'all to know something very, very interesting. As you scroll down through here, look at there. No reported, no reported, no reported. It's over and over and over again that the flu just disappeared. Isn't that something? And you go back and week after week after week after week after week after week. And guess what? All of a sudden it pops back up in March. In March now. Oh, look at there, a little bit of flu. And then there wasn't any, and then before that it was a little bit. But the point is, the flu disappeared and the corona took off. Great goodness, ain't that something? They wouldn't lie to you about nothing, would they? Oh no, the government lies all the time, but not about this, not about this, not about this, because you know why? Because it's the pandemic, and they don't want to die either. Bullshit, and y'all know it's bullshit, and anybody that don't know it's bullshit just ain't got a brain left in their head. You gotta see it. All you gotta do is look. They lying to you, boys and girls. So this here Klaus Schwab, he's a Nazi or something. I don't know what he is. Eugenicist, and he's crazy. And he's hooked up with a bunch of crazy fellas, and they're pushing this stuff down your throat. And y'all don't even know. It's Agenda 21 and Agenda 2030. And it all ties into the Internet of Things and AI and the great big computer in the sky that's gonna run everything. They call it the D-Wave. D-Wave quantum computer that's gonna run everything, gonna run their lives, and it's gonna be like Terminators. You know. They ain't gonna need you and me no more. So we got to have a reset so that we can get rid of you and me. Don't you see? Because we're ruining the planet and there's too many of us and it's unsustainable. We gotta have sustainability. That means get rid of you and me. Because it's a big, big club. And guess what? You and me ain't in it. That's right, boys and girls, you and me ain't in it. They don't give a crap about you. They don't give a crap about me. They just give a crap about themselves and their little Lord and Savior called Lucifer. Lucifer the Magnificent. Oh, yes, sir, we'll give you anything you want as long as you give us power and control. And we get to do all kinds of things, dirty, nasty, rotten things, and little bitty kids and all kinds of stuff. We'll do anything for the money. That's what these people did. And why do you think power corrupts? Absolutely. And so you can let these people have power, you let them get in control, you let them make the rules and regulations, and look what you surprised what you get? Huh? You surprised. And then, you know they lie to you and then you believe them. You know they lie to you and then you believe them. You know why? Because you've been trained in the indoctrination centers to do stupid things on command.
This is the California Department of Public Health. Listen to what they've got going on. Gatherings that include more than 3 households are prohibited. The host should collect names of all attendees and contact information in case contact tracing is needed later. All gatherings must be held outside. Attendees may go inside to use restrooms as long as the restrooms are frequently sanitized. I guess if you're having a party, you better just stand in there with your scrub brush and spray bottle and make sure that you clean up after every person. Seating must provide at least 6 feet of distance in all directions, front to back and side to side, between different households. When gathering, face coverings must be worn in accordance with the CDPH guidance on the use of face coverings. I'd be interested to hear what that is. There's no reports or any help on how to wear a mask based on what I'm seeing. People at gatherings may remove their face coverings briefly to eat or drink as long as they stay at least 6 feet away from everyone outside their own household, and put their face covering back on as soon as they are done with the activity, because the virus only goes near you when you are not wearing your mask. Gatherings should be 2 hours or less because this virus has a time clock, and all people who are singing or chanting should wear a face covering at all times while singing or chanting, including anyone who is leading a song or chant. Just to be clear, chanting, chinging, or chinging and chanting songs are not allowed. People who are singing or chanting are strongly encouraged to do so quietly if you must sing or chant at or below the volume of a normal speaking voice. You cannot make this stuff up. How gathering?
That's why you had the old stupid rules and screw all the damn time. Obedience to obedience. Do this stupid thing and pass this grade. Bam, bam, bam. If you don't, you get an F.
How dare you?
Shut up, Greta. Shut up, Greta. Josephine, say something.
I think it's more about fear.
Oh, it's about fears. Josephine says it's more about fears. Fears of what? Fears of the virus or fears of getting fired?
All of the above.
All of the above.
Just fear.
Yeah, it's fear.
Everything and everybody.
Yeah, fear China, fear Russia, fear the virus, fear the terrorists, fear all this kind of stuff. That's what you're talking about. That's exactly right. Yeah, and then if you watch, I had somebody tell me the other day that they get a variety of news and all because they watch all of them. They watch CNN and ABC and CBS and Fox News and all, and so they get different in their opinions and everything. You know what? That's laughable. Because they're getting the same damn message. They're getting right and left. Oh, right and left. That ain't right and left. You know what that is? That's state. That's state-run propagandas. They believe anything. Then if they lean left, they believe CNN. If they lean right, they believe Fox News. And Fox News say Trump's great, and the left say Trump bad. And depending on which one you was born into, that's the one you believes. Because don't you know you've been trained to do this? Oh, you gotta go vote. Why they want you to vote? So you buy into their bullshit. Your bullshit bias. And it's a damn snake oil salesman coming to get you to buy that shit. It don't matter which one of these clowns is president. President, my ass. He's a corporate paid whore. That's what they are, corporate paid whores. And they here to damn screw you and me. Because we are commodity now. That contact tracing and data, and then they're gonna zap you with the roll up of the sleeve and put some kind of electronic thing in you, and next thing you know, you're gonna be tracking and trace and social credits, and y'all be going, oh, this is not what I signed up for. Oh my God, Pork Chopper's right. But what am I gonna do? I gotta take it. I gotta take the shot, otherwise I lose my job. Dumbass. Don't worry about it though. Pork Chop is preparing at the farm. We got a little bit of food. We got a little bit of ammunition, we got them pea shooters and all, you know, and some, we got vegetables and, you know, some animals, and we even got a couple dogs that we cook up if we need be. But we'll survive. Josephine says she starved there before she eat Fred and Flo's. I say they worthless as hell as damn security around here. But I probably couldn't eat them. I'd have to trade them for a greyhound or something like that. Oh, anyway, the darkest winter's coming up, boys and girls. The great reset is on. Grab your britches and hold on. See y'all later.